Good evening, everyone. On behalf of National Kidney Foundation of Wisconsin,
everybody. I hope that you're enjoying your dinner. My name is Kathleen Springer, and I am the board chair of the National Kidney Foundation of Wisconsin. And I'd like to take this opportunity now to welcome our folks that are joining us on YouTube and Facebook. We are streaming live, and we'd just like to welcome all of you folks at home that are having some of the viewing parties. We really appreciate your support. You know, in addition, this special evening is just one of the very commemorative occasions that we do to support the National Kidney Foundation and the good work that they do. We'd like to recognize the courage not only of those who donate organs and receive organs, but also the courageous nature of the organ donor families. We are marking our 10th year milestone in launching our Wisconsin Online Donor Registry. Your participation this evening is just one of really fun way to support the great work that the National Kidney Foundation of Wisconsin does to support organ, eye, tissue donation, as we provide not only networking information for people who need it, but also health education and public awareness of our mission. As a past dancer and volunteer to the National Kidney Foundation of Wisconsin, I want to truly appreciate the nerves of the dancers and the excitement that we're all going to be experiencing. I want to thank you all for being a part of this wonderful organization. I'd like to also take this opportunity and welcome Marcia Mallon, who's the program director of the Organ and Tissue Donation Program of the Division of Public Health with the Wisconsin Department of Health and Health Services. Please welcome with a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. My name is Martha Mallon. I work in the Division of Public Health. And 10 years ago, I worked with a number of people in this room to launch and promote the Wisconsin Donor Registry. Since that time, nearly 100,000 people have gone online and added their name through the website. And approximately 700,000 people a year add their name through the DMV, our partner in this effort for 10 years now. The secretary of my agency, Andrea Palm, really wanted to be here tonight, but she did the next best thing, and that is to send a video message of greetings to all of you and help celebrate this night with all of us. Her name is Andrea Palm. She recently worked for President Barack Obama, and before that she had some key leadership positions with Hillary Clinton. So we're pleased to have her as our secretary and pleased that she could share this video message with you tonight.
Good evening. I'm Andrea Palm, Secretary Designee at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. I'm sorry I couldn't join you tonight, but I didn't want this evening and this 10-year anniversary to pass without being able to thank you for the work you all do to help Wisconsinites receive the gift of life through organ and tissue donation. I especially want to recognize the partnership between my agency and the Department of Transportation and extend my sincere gratitude to those DMV employees who register donors each and every day. Transplantation truly is the gift of life. Recipients suffer from long-term health conditions and typically wait years for a cure through organ donation if they're lucky enough to receive one at all. Transplants can eliminate the need for dialysis for those with diabetes, replace lungs destroyed by cystic fibrosis, and bring sight to eyes blinded by illness or accident. The gift of life saves and improves lives every day as long as donated organs and tissue are available. Providing and improving care that meets the needs of a diverse and aging population is a priority at DHS. Our goal is to help Wisconsinites live their best lives. I'm proud to tell you that in the 10 years since DHS worked with many of you in this room to develop and launch Wisconsin's Donor Registry, we have saved more than 6,000 lives. 6,000 Wisconsinites got a second chance. The family and friends who love them got more time. The families who make the decision to donate are part of a life-saving journey as well. We honor those families and hope they feel some comfort knowing the impact they've had. At the same time, our work is not over. We cannot rest until waiting lists and needless suffering are eliminated. We are committed to continuing this important work with you. This anniversary is truly something to celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martha. And thank you to all of the partners. Many of the organizations are in the room. All of the Donate Life Wisconsin organizations worked with the Division of Transportation, the DMV, to make the online registry a reality, which would allow individuals not have to wait that 8 years to return to indicate their wishes to be an organ, tissue, or eye donor. And so we're able to save more lives when people have increased access. So thank you again, Martha. Thank you to all of you that, and the organizations that you belong to for making this possible. Our advocacy over the years, many people don't even realize this about the National Kidney Foundation, but back in the 1970s, volunteers from our organization took a key role in advocating with state government at that particular time to place the anatomical gift on the driver's license. And so I'm proud to work for an organization that advocated and has saved countless lives through those partnerships. Advocacy is one of the key things that our organization does throughout the country. One of those advocates that's with us here tonight is someone that has embraced that volunteer mission and that volunteer spirit and joins us tonight to tell you how you can join us in our new frontier of advocacy that faces us now. Sarah Hinklin.
I'm standing in front of you tonight because of a living donor. I received a kidney transplant in August of 2018 from an anonymous living donor. While I had several friends who were willing to be tested as donors, most could not afford to take time off from work or didn't qualify because of health reasons. They couldn't take time off from work because they could not be sure that their jobs were protected. Currently, if you are a living donor, you do not necessarily qualify for the Family Medical Leave Act. My sister-in-law donated to my brother in 2015 and was told she would be fired if she didn't return to work in 2 weeks. Luckily, she was able to do that. Tonight, as a volunteer for the National Kidney Foundation, I hope you will consider joining us in raising your voice about the importance of the Living Donor Protection Act of 2019. There are 2 companion bills, one in the House, H.R. 1224, and one in the Senate, S. 511. Please stop at the advocacy table in the lobby to learn how to support this legislation. This act will protect living organ donors and remove barriers to donation by prohibiting insurance companies from denying or limiting life, disability, and long-term care insurance to donors, and from charging higher premiums. Through the Family Medical Leave Act, it also codifies into law job security while they recover from donation. The number of men, women, and children waiting for a kidney transplant is nearly 100,000 in the United States. Living donors make a substantial contribution to increasing the number of transplants that can be performed each year, and they potentially save more than one life by removing their recipient's name from the waiting list. Over 1/3 of kidney transplants were from living donors. I believe that individuals who step forward and donate an organ to save another person's life should not be penalized for their generosity. They should be treated as heroes. Living donors in the room tonight, could you take a moment to stand, and I'd like to give you some recognition. So living donors. This is the type of recognition that these champions deserve. It's easy for all of us tonight to become donation advocates. I am living proof that living donation is life-saving. Thank you for being here tonight on behalf of all recipients who depend on advocacy organizations like the National Kidney Foundation.
Our advocacy carries on, and while Sarah spouted things about Senate bill and House bill, let me put that in perspective to you. When someone calls our office and says that they've gone through all the testing at one of our transplant centers, but they're unable to help their friend, they're unable to donate a kidney to someone in their faith community, and that's because they work for a small to medium-sized business. We feel it's important to advocate here, not only in Wisconsin, but to advocate for all those same stories that are happening throughout the United States. So please take a moment. You can write 2 sentences on a postcard tonight, or take a card so you can contact at your leisure this next week one of our congressional representatives. Another part of our advocacy as we move on relates to those that have received the gift of life and have received a transplant through the generosity of a donor, and now face the next part of life. But sometimes there are still barriers. While their health may return, the quality of life improves, there are new barriers and new things to be concerned about. One of those advocates in our state that I'm very proud of and a member of our board of directors, Adam Jardine.
Thank you, Sydney, and good evening, everybody. This is a really exciting time in the advocacy world with kidney issues. Not only do we have the Living Donor Protection Act, last month, actually, there was a second bill that was just introduced. That's by our very own Ron Kind, who introduced the Comprehensive Immunosuppressive Drug Coverage for Kidney Transplant Patients Act of 2019. That's a mouthful. They need to come up with some sort of acronym for that. As you could know, currently under Medicare, for 36 months post-transplant, Medicare will cover the necessary immunosuppressive drugs that transplant patients will need. After that, however, patients are entirely on their own. They have to come up with that money directly out of pocket or from their own private insurance companies. What this can often lead to is patients making really difficult decisions. They may ration their drugs, they may split them in half, they may skip a day, or they might have to cut something else out in their life that they need. It could be something just very basic. This bill would extend that coverage for the remainder life of that transplant, so that way these patients don't have to make that decision. Not only would it help people after their transplant, it would actually also make a huge difference before the transplant as well. One of the part of the process of going on the waiting list is you have to go to a transplant center. They do this medical review, but they also dig into a patient's finances. And transplant centers will actually deny somebody the opportunity from even getting on the transplant list due to their financial situation for not being able to afford these drug coverages after the transplant. So people are denied the opportunity to get the wait list solely because of their socioeconomic status. And as we know, these sorts of policies can often affect the most marginalized of our communities. And statistics pretty much suggest that this is happening in the kidney world. For example, African Americans represent 47% of the patients that are in end-stage renal disease, yet they only receive about 24% of donated kidneys. So there's a huge gap here, and this bill would help address that both on the front and the back end of that. And for any of the fiscal hawks out there, they're probably asking yourselves, well, how much does this cost? The government's going to take this over, and it's going to be another huge cost to the government. The good news is that we expect CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, to score this in a way that is actually going to save Medicare in the long run. How is that possible? It's actually pretty simple math when it comes down to it. Medicare covers dialysis costs. That average cost per patient is about $90,000. When a patient is on immunosuppressive drug coverage after a transplant, those are about $20,000 to $25,000 per year. So if a patient is getting that benefit for 3 years, but then loses it, and then their transplant eventually fails, now all of a sudden they are back on dialysis and it's costing them $90,000, the government $90,000 again. So we expect that this will save money. So in my opinion, this is pretty much a slam dunk, no-brainer. No matter which side of the aisle you're on, this should easily be supported by both sides, and it does have bipartisan support from both Democrats and Republicans. So if you agree with me, now is a great time to call your local representative, your senator, your congressman or congresswoman, email them, stop by their congressional office, tell them that you believe that they should support this and hopefully join in as a co-sponsor. Thank you, and back to you, Sydney.
All right, you've been schooled. It's important, though, I think, to spread the messages about the things that we're working on, because tonight you are at a fundraising event. And our work not only involves assisting patients, helping to provide continuing education programs for professionals, but we want you all to know that we're also advocating each and every day, not only for folks and families in Wisconsin, but also nationally. So we're very lucky that both Adam and Sarah also represent us and help us raise our voices in Washington, D.C. And as volunteers, and both of them with a personal connection to kidney disease, they're able to give that authentic message. We do ask tonight that if you could stop by the table and pick up just a little card like Schoolhouse Rock, do you really remember who your representative is? There are little cheat business cards, and please just tuck that with you and take that home tonight. All right, it's time to settle in. Get ready for the show. Maybe push back from your chairs a little bit. We're going to, for our online audience on Facebook and YouTube, I want to also offer my greetings. Welcome you here to snowy Waukesha, Wisconsin. And for some of you that are in other parts of the country and tuning in, I wanted to say Waukesha a few times because when you read that, we had one person call and say Waukesha. So I'm saying it's Waukesha, and everyone here is in Waukesha, and our MCs, thank God, are in Waukesha, and I'm going to welcome them now. For those of you online, you haven't had the privilege of meeting the Three Musketeers, Patrick, Rowley, and Beth. Brooke. Beth, Brooke. Who do you want to be tonight? Come on up.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is, let's be honest, this is why we're here, right? It is not only to celebrate the great gift of life, but it is also to watch and marvel at the people that have put in the work and effort at the dancing tonight. So before we introduce the dancers, let us start by introducing the judges. And tonight we are going to have our judges escorted in by some of our youngest and smallest and height-challenged people here in the crowd. So let us start. I got a hearty laugh from the tiniest person here, so that was pretty good. So first, let's start with Veronica Mullen. Veronica is being escorted by Ellen Kucharski, who is 10 years old. Ella has had not one, but 2 transplants in her so far short life. She received a kidney from her father, who is also here tonight. Where are you, Dad? There he is, way in the back. And a liver from a deceased donor. She was a tribute dancer in last year's gala, and between you, me, and everyone else in this room, she stole the show. Veronica is the director of basketball operations at Marquette University. Veronica has a special connection to donation. She was an altruistic kidney donor that paired the exchange program, which started 2 separate chains. In total, 8 individuals received a kidney due to Veronica's 1 donation. Round of applause for Veronica.
Okay, next up for judging, we have Dr. Michelle Graham. Michelle is being escorted by 5-year-old Sarah Nyland. Sarah had a rare form of liver cancer and had a split liver transplant on November 24th, 2015, when she was only 18 months old. She also was a tribute dancer in last year's gala. Dr. Graham serves as the Chief Medical Officer for Wisconsin and Michigan for United Healthcare's Clinical Services team. Michelle competed in Spotlight last year and won the People's Choice Award and was second runner-up in the technical competition.
And our final judge is Ariel Freilich. Ariel is also being escorted by Ella Kucharski. Ariel is an instructor at the Pewaukee Fred Astaire Dance Studio. She has a master's degree in teaching ballroom dance, is certified in teaching the American International Dance Styles, and has been competing professionally since 2015. Let's welcome them both. She's going for her close-up. There we go. Very nice. So now we'll be introducing the dancers, and as you know, each dancer is assigned a number for voting, and you can vote for multiple dancers as often as you'd like. So it's the Chicago voting style, early and often, ladies and gentlemen. All right. First up, it is my great pleasure as the head of the Wisconsin Division of Motor Vehicles to introduce Amanda Dicken. Amanda is a transportation customer representative for DMV, and her role is to encourage people to sign up to be an organ donor. Amanda is a donor family member, dancing in honor of her 15-year-old sister, Corey, who died in an ATV accident. Her sister donated her eyes, kidney, heart, liver, pancreas, bone marrow, and tissue. Her partners tonight, it's a twofer, are Stanislav Hill and Vladimir Vitenko, and they'll be dancing to the Viennese Waltz. Let's hear it.
Our next dancer is Peter Chernelia. I happen to know that Peter lives in McFarland, Wisconsin. He's been involved in donation for over 40 years. He is the Lions Eye Bank of Wisconsin transporter and volunteer. And before retirement, he worked with Lions Eye Bank recovering corneal tissue and as a hospital development coordinator. He also comes to my school where I'm associate principal, and he helps do eye testing for my little K through 2 students. So I enjoy to see him there with his cohorts group there at McFarland. Tonight, he will be dancing with Toria Marsh to Swing the Mood.
Our next dancer will be Devin Prelip. Here she comes. Sans the sash. Devin is the current Miss Wisconsin for American Human Resources Generalist at Exact Sciences. Devin lost her mother, who was an OB nurse, to domestic violence. To honor her mother, who brought life into the world every day, Devin became a non-directed living kidney donor at just the age of 21. She says, "I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate 4.5 healthy post-operative years than dancing in the spotlight in life." Her partner tonight is Yara Kramer, and they will be dancing to Rise Up.
Welcome our next dancer, Heidi Prodell. Heidi is a registered nurse on the transplant unit at Froedtert Hospital. She has a personal connection tonight as well. Heidi was born with a rare genetic disorder called glycogen storage disease. Since birth, her routine consisted of nightly NG tube feedings, consistent blood sugar checks, and frequent hospitalizations, along with numerous visits to medical specialists. After nursing school, she found out she would need a liver transplant since her liver had grown over 30 tumors, a common occurrence with her disease, the largest being the size of a grapefruit. On August 24th, 2005, she received her life-saving liver transplant. Heidi is also one of the thousands who is still waiting. Due to the side effect of her anti-rejection medications for her liver, it damaged her kidney, and she is now on the transplant list for a kidney. Heidi's partner is Victor Caneo, and they'll be dancing to Don't Stop the Music. Let's give them a hand.
Our next dancer will be Angie Giorgini. Angie's got some people in the house, it sounds like. Doesn't hurt to have the green and gold on either. Angie is a hospital relations liaison for Versity Organ and Tissue Donation. Her work ensures that the organ donation process goes smoothly. She has been an avid cheerleader from middle school all to say to the Green Bay Packers cheerleader. Her partner tonight is Ernesto Olivas, and they will be dancing to Bruno Mars Mashup.
Our next dancer is Dawn Lyons-Wood.
My name is Dawn Lyons-Wood. I am an active volunteer with the Lions Eye Bank of Wisconsin. My daughter Emily was studying pre-optometry, and on the day of her accident, she was to be inducted into the UW La Crosse Lions Club. When I found out that Emily was a donor, I was not surprised. Through that, I have met some of the most kind, passionate people I've ever met in my life. Give the gift of sight and life. Become an organ, eye, and tissue donor today.
Thank you for that message from Dawn. Dawn is a manager of customer service at Matera, Wisconsin, and a volunteer and transporter for the Lions Bank of Wisconsin. Dawn's inspiration tonight is her late daughter, Emily, who passed away in a tragic snowmobile accident. Her daughter, Emily, became an organ, tissue, and cornea donor at the age of 19 and saved the lives of 6 people, gave sight to 2 others, and improved the lives of 60 people in 22 states. Her partner tonight is Yara Kramer, and they are dancing to Try a Little Tenderness. Okay, now I would like to introduce two tribute teams tonight. These teams represent recipients, donor families, and living donors. And tonight's really about paying tribute to all of those people. Both of these tribute teams do have numbers assigned to them tonight, so if you would like to make a donation, please use those numbers. We welcome it, obviously, but they are not competing tonight in the dance donation, but please, in the competition, but please think about making a donation for these people.
Wow, what a start, huh? I mean, how many times did you almost cry? Because I think I'm at 9. And then how about the posture of the judges? Wow, it's incredible. Well done. All right. First up is number 106, Rachel Taylor and Nikia Julian. Welcome them. Yeah. Rachel and Nikia share a special connection, something that very few people will experience. Rachel's son Dylan passed away, and Nikia received his heart. Nikia's had a long health journey since 2015 when her doctors determined her heart was functioning at just 5%. Her journey to transplant was rigorous and met with infection, blood transfusions, stroke, and constant trips to the hospital. Transplant was her only option. Rachel's son Dylan died in August 2018 of a heroin overdose. She is not only an avid advocate for organ donation, but also for battling addiction. As a parent who has lost her child to addiction, it gives her peace that organ donation gave her son a legacy and a sense of worth in the end of his life. In addition to his heart, Dylan donated both kidneys and lungs, his pancreas and liver. On August 7th, 2018, Nikia received Dylan's heart. A year after the transplant, Rachel and Nikia met for the first time. Nikia wanted to give something to her donor family. And at one of her appointments, her doctor gave her an echo recording of her heartbeat. She put that recording in a Build-A-Bear bear and gave it to Rachel so she could always hear Dylan's heart. Dancing together tonight, they'll be doing it to I'll See You Again.
Sorry. We will also be having a Living Donors Together group dance. This tribute group is made up of 3 couples. The first 2 couples center around 8-year-old Liliana Lucente. Liliana got her first cold shortly before her 2nd birthday and ended up in the emergency room with a diagnosis of necrotizing strep pneumonia, which caused a blood disease that triggered hemolytic uremic syndrome. The Lucente family watched their baby undergo more blood transfusions, surgeries, and rounds of dialysis than one can count over 2 months of living at Children's Hospital. She began hemodialysis 3 to 4 times a week and then had a peritoneal catheter placed where she could begin nightly dialysis at home. Liliana had end-stage kidney failure and would have to be put on a list for a kidney donor. Fortunately, Liliana's cousin, Rihanna Lucente, wanted to donate and was a match. 6 months after her initial hospitalization, Liliana received her cousin's kidney on December 5, 2013. Tonight, Liliana is dancing with her dad, Aaron, and Rihanna Lucente is dancing with her husband, Brandon Peterson. Give a round of applause for that.
The next couple is Katie Babcock and Caden Lambie. In December of 2018, Katie was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure at the age of 14. It was completely silent and a total shock to her family. Katie had no past medical history, was an avid swimmer, and had just started high school. She began peritoneal dialysis at home, which was very challenging. It was painful, and she was up several times a night in pain, especially during the drain cycles. School was a struggle due to missing so many days. She could no longer be on the swim team, which was her passion, and she had to stop any contact sports. They struggled with peritoneal dialysis for 9 months, and it was determined a living donor was Katie's best option. Caden Lambie is a certified nursing assistant at Meriter Hospital in Madison. He was friends with one of Katie's sisters. He heard about Katie and immediately asked to be tested as a living kidney donor. He told the family he was more worried about not being a match than actually being one. On October 30th of 2019, Caden donated his kidney to Katie. He was a match, and he never had any regrets throughout this process. Let's give a round of applause to our living donors. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you dance. Now I'd like to introduce to you tonight Jim Edgeworth, who is here with his lovely wife. He is the DJ and dance competition master of ceremonies tonight.
Great.
You guys ready to dance tonight?
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. I said, are you ready to dance? So we've been with this for a few years now. These guys are a lot of fun. So we're going to have a lot of fun with our MCs tonight while our first dancers make their way out. Hopefully you guys have a great time. Don't forget to jump on to vote and have some fun with that. Are we ready?
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Everybody at your table, if you want to look at your table, there's these little DMV blue cards, and Amanda works at the DMV. How about we celebrate her by waving and showing some love? Shout it out. Number 101 for your voting purposes. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be Amanda, Stanislav, and Vladimir doing a waltz today.
She knows every move that a man could make. She knows every trick in the book. She knows how to give. She knows how to take. 'Cause so many times she's been taken a fool by those alibis and lying eyes and all the best lines. Lord knows she's heard them all. She's been cheated on and pushed around and left alone. Lord knows what I've put her through. And boy, you can bet if a move can be made, she knows how to make one on you. She once thought that love wasn't just a game. Her feelings once came from the heart. One day I gave her a wedding ring, and one night I tore all those feelings apart with my alibis and lying eyes and all the best lines. Lord knows she's heard them all. She's been cheated on and pushed around and left alone. Lord knows what I've put her through. And boy, you can bet if a move can be made, she knows how to make her own alibis and lying eyes and all the best lines. Lord knows she's heard them all. She's been cheated on and pushed around and left alone. Lord knows what I've put her through. And boy, you can bet if a move can be made, she knows
Well done. Congratulations. Watching, it was like you were like floating on clouds. Did you feel like a princess?
I did, yes.
And how did she do?
Oh, she's doing fantastic.
Yeah, she is nice, very, very welcome.
Great. Judges, we can look over at the judges. What did we think of Amanda?
Amanda, I also love rhinestones and sparkles, so I feel like you're my sparkle sister. Because I love what you're wearing. I have those rhinestones up here, and then you've got your shoes, which are gorgeous. Viennese waltz, because I'm the more technical of the judges. Viennese waltz is difficult because it's fast. I'm sure you heard a lot about heel leads, and you did great with your footwork because you took heel leads all the time, which is awesome. And your arms never drop below your shoulders, which I'm sure you also heard a lot about. So good, she's like, yes, I did all the time. And so good job with that because you succeeded very, very well. Congratulations.
Amanda, I just have to say, having competed last year, keeping up with one is one thing. You've got two guys to keep up with, so good job with that. You know, your rise and fall was amazing. I'm sure you had to practice that with both of them. You were absolutely stunning and gorgeous last year. There were comments about our smile. Definitely you looked like a princess out there smiling at the audience, and certainly that floating on air feeling, it felt like you really felt the music, so congratulations.
Amanda, I would also have to piggyback off that. I mean, who's luckier than you having two gentlemen to dance with? So, and again, I think your smile was absolutely outstanding. Great job.
So it's number 101. Vote for Amanda and her two gentlemen. Let's give them another round of applause. Well done. Jim, who's next?
All right, next up, we're going to have Peter and Toria doing a swing for us tonight. As they walk out, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Number 102, Peter and Toria.
Peter and Toria, step over here. All right, Peter, I was actually going to ask you, were you nervous? But something tells me you were not nervous, were you?
Oh, heck, I wasn't.
Well, let me tell you, it did not appear. Did you have fun doing it?
I had fun doing it, yes. I love dancing.
Well, it showed. It absolutely showed. And Toria, how was it working with Peter?
So great. He's always been so hard on himself, but tonight was probably one of the best times we've ever done it. So I'm really proud of you.
Oh, there you go. Peter and Toria. If you like Peter and Toria, vote 102. 102. Judges, let's start off to the left, on our left, and move across to the right then.
Yeah, Peter, it was just great watching you. Your energy, it was so contagious. I was ready to get out there and join you guys, but looks like you had it under control. So great energy out there.
Peter, I would just say I think you represent a lot of fun. I think all of us were ready to go out on the floor. Your connection with your partner definitely showed. I'm sure there was a lot of back and forth to get those steps in sync. So that was amazing, and your spirit as well, it really radiates.
Completely agree with what they both said. And then also, the choreography was not easy. So Toya really challenged you, and you absolutely rose to the occasion with that split line at the end. And then in the middle, you also did another trick. And so 2 tricks in one show routine is really hard, and you did really great. And it was true. I didn't even think you were nervous. So you conquered that also, so congratulations.
Peter and Toria, 102, 102. And I think you can put an exclamation mark after Peter if you want. Jim, who is coming in next?
All right. Next up, we'll have Devin and Yurik doing a Roomba. That's a rumba, by the way. I have a Roomba at home, but I cannot move as graceful as these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. I believe it's 105, Devin and Yurik doing a Roomba.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains.
Couple 105, Devin and Yurik. So Devin, I have to ask, was dance your Miss Wisconsin talent?
No, it was not.
I think we're all shocked to hear that. You were very natural out there. Lots of good tricks. Beautiful job. How does this kind of appearance differ from your typical Miss Wisconsin appearances?
Honestly, all I can think about right now is how proud my mom would be, and hopefully she's watching. And these events are so special because of the connection that I have to kidney donation. That's what makes these events stand out.
Well, thank you for giving so much to the cause and for your mom and for dancing for us tonight. Excellent job. Let's hand it over to the judges, see what they thought of your performance.
Well, I'm lucky that I get to talk about this first because I'm a cabaret girl, so I do all the crazy lifts and tricks. And there are 3 words you have to have, and it's brave, fearlessness, and trust. And you had all of those things with Yurik, and your connection was really, really, really good, which I know takes many, many hours and lots of work. So congratulations for that routine, because that was really hard and really incredible.
I think Ariel definitely hit the same points. I have a couple more. Your lines, having danced myself, and pointing your toes, the technique of working on that in the middle of those lifts, and the trust that that takes. I'm just starting lifts myself. amazing. You should be very, very proud, and I'm sure your mom is too.
And I would just triple that. I mean, the trust that you just see right away on the floor was really amazing. And I think the most important thing was that you both had fun. And to me, that's what it all comes down to. So.
Thank you so much. Please vote for number 105, Devin and Yurik.
All right, so next up, we're going to bring in 103, Heidi and Victor. Heidi and Victor are going to be doing a cha-cha for us tonight. Once again, that's 103. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Heidi and Victor.
Please don't stop the music, It's getting late. I'm making my way over to my favorite place. I gotta get my body moving, shake the stress away. I wasn't looking for nobody when you looked my way. I said, what can today? Yeah, who knew that you'd be up in here looking like you do? You make me staying over here impossible. Baby, I must say your aura is incredible. If you don't have to go, don't. Do you know what you started? I just came here to party, but now we're rocking on the dance floor, acting naughty. Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. We're hand in hand, chest to chest, and now we're face to face. I wanna take you away, let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. Like the way you do this, keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the, please don't stop the, please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the
Heidi and Victor. Number 103. Before we get to Heidi, Victor, I'm watching you move and it's like looking in a mirror. It really. Why are you laughing? So Heidi, it was propulsive, it was awesome. How did it feel?
Exhilarating, but tired.
It took no practice, I don't think. It looks like you just learned it yesterday.
Actually, this morning.
This morning, sure, yeah. Well, you're a pro, yeah. Judges, what did we think?
I mean, Heidi, that was awesome. I think you made everybody in this room want to get up and want to dance. That was absolutely amazing. And I think the thing that stuck out to me was just the heart and soul that you put out on the dance floor.
Heidi, I would say you didn't start with an easy routine, so thanks to your partner for challenging that, the technical skills to do what you did and keep up. That music is not slow, so I can only appreciate how much practice that took. Flawless execution of many of the footwork there and the choreography and keeping together. The lift, again, a lot of trust that takes place in a very short period of time to do that, so great. And I have to comment on both your facial expressions in the middle of that as well as your chemistry with your partner, both outstanding.
I completely agree. Your facial expression, you came out here in the beginning. So I met this little miss thing in the dressing room a little earlier, like a little bit ago, and I was curling my hair and I was silent and she was freaking out. Like so incredibly nervous. And I was just like, she can do it, she can do it, she can do it. And like you just did exactly what I hoped you were doing. Like in my mind I was like, just rock it, just rock it. And that's exactly what you did. And you were so fun to watch, not just from here up, but like everywhere. Your knee action was really awesome, and I know who you're dancing with, and I know that was a big part of your training. And so you rocked that. So good work, honey.
Heidi and Victor, number 103. And we're going to take a little break from competition and introduce one of our tribute groups who has a strong connection to living donation. As we heard during the welcoming ceremonies, Living Donation is a mission we support and are working tirelessly for in our advocacy efforts. So number 107 is Living Donors Together Group Dance. Katie Babcock and Katie Lambie, Liliana Lucinet and Aaron Lucet, and Rihanna Lucinet and Brandon Peterson.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me.
That was amazing. Another round of applause for everyone. All right, before I let you go, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. How do you feel? You look shocked.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. How did it feel, Liliana?
Lots of fun.
Not too fun. Well, that's all right. It looked fun to us. All right. And how about you?
That was fantastic.
It looked fantastic. To all of you, congratulations as living donors and life partners to all of this. This is why we are here. Round of applause to all of them. Oh, hey, we've got some participation awards. Come back. Sorry. Don't leave so quickly. You get some hardware to take home with you. For each and every one of you, a participation award because you represent the best of what we all hope to be. And to get up here and demonstrate your abilities at celebrating life in front of all of us, take these mementos home with you. You might even want to hang them around your neck. I don't know. Get them made, wear it to work tomorrow. So, congratulations. Round of applause. Well done. Now you are released. Now you can actually enjoy the night. You don't have to be nervous anymore. That is an example of why we're here. That is why we come together. And I have to say, in all the years doing this, there has been more energy in the room than there has ever been during the dance. There's also been more emotion. I've never been choked up like I was choked up tonight. And so I ask you at this time, we're going to make a little plea. This is what we do when we come together to celebrate life and to celebrate the good things that everyone is doing at the National Kidney Foundation. And I'm going to ask you at this point, because we are here to raise a little money, if you can, you have your paddles in front of you. And if you can just help us to help them. And I'm just going to ask you, if you could just donate $500 on top of what you've spent tonight and raise your paddle, it would be so appreciated. Because that $500 may end up helping someone that you never knew it would be able to help. And so if you can do $500, that's great. If you can't, that's great too. But if you can, raise your paddle. If you could do, all right, there we go. Thank you. 252 back there. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. That's 106 right over here. Thank you so very, very much. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. 139 in the back. Thank you so very, very much. Absolutely spectacular. If you could do $250, that would help us. 140. Thank you so very, very much. 204, thank you so much. If you could do $100, it would help us. 232, thank you so much. 121, thank you so much. 183, thank you. 142, thank you so much. 144, thank you so much. 229, thank you so much. Something tells me that's not your money you just threw out there. 111, thank you so much. 218, way in the back, thank you so very, very much. Yes, 104, thank you so very much. All right. And now, if you could do $50, I know it's a lot, but it would mean so much. If you could do $50 to help out the night, please raise your paddle. 251, thank you so very much. 209, thank you. 205, thank you so much. 242, thank you. 202, wow, this is amazing. 176, thank you so much. 125, thank you. Oh, I'm getting pointed. 206, thank you so very much. All right, that was amazing. So that was you giving to us. And that, I cannot thank you enough. Now we're gonna do a little something that hopefully we can give back to you. Patrick, if you could come out here, or Brooke, even better. Yeah, Patrick thinks he's the eye candy, but he's not. Brooke, yeah. We have here, it looks like a plastic container filled with cash. And I can see a fair number of 50s in there. I can see some 20s, I see some 5s, I see some 10s. I can tell you there's a few $100s in there. There may be more. I'm going to ask you, if you're interested in getting that, it would only cost you $20. Just raise your paddle. Here's the catch. For $20, if you're the last paddle to offer your $20, you get the whole bucket. All right? So you got to hold out, but other people might pitch in and contribute $20 after you. You can vote again, or you can raise your paddle again for $20. Every time you raise your paddle, it's $20. But you're going to go home. If you're the last paddle, you're going to go home with all the cash in there. Brooke will bring it personally to your car. All right, so if you're interested in taking this home, who wants to offer, raise your paddle number. Who's interested in throwing $20 at this? Raise your paddle number. Right there, 105. There you go, well done. Oh, I'm sorry, you just lost it to 169. So 169, hang on. 105 is very adamant. She wants to take that home. 105 looks like she's 169. Well done. It looks like we've got some sort of battle. 120 is now interested in taking that home. 120 is going home with a whole thing of money. Is anyone else going to take it from? Oh, okay. 130. Unfortunately, you lost to 169, who lost to 105. Oh, 169 is back in it again. Oh, hang on. 120. All right. So 120 is now going home with this. Hang on. 130. Oh, 169. 169. All right. You realize 169. Every time you raise it, it's $20. 105. She's not going to be denied. 169. It's like a personal vendetta for you. All right. 169. 107 is now going home with the. I'm sorry. 120 is now going home with the bucket of cash. Oh. All right. 169, 105. That's what I saw. So 105. 169. Sorry, 169. 130 just jumped in there. 130 is going home, but no. 169 is now going home. Sorry, 120 is going home. I saw 107, but unfortunately 107, you were beat by 130. Hang on, there's a big surprise. 169 is back in for another 20. All right, 169 is going home with this. 169 is going home. Are we going to let 169 take it? No, we're not. Oh my God. Well, 230, unfortunately, you lost out to 120, who lost out to 155. but then 110 pops in to be the superhero to take the bucket. What? Wait, we got 107, but I saw 236 back over here. 236 drops in at the end. 236 is now going home with a bucket of cash. 169 now has the bucket of cash. 169 has the bucket. 110 has the bucket of cash. Sorry, 110, because 130 just took it from you. 130's got the bucket of cash. 130, sorry, 120 drops in. A parachute artist. 120, 120, 143. Way in the back. You were sneakily sitting back there, weren't you, the whole time? 143, going home. 101 drops in out of nowhere. 101. 101's going home with a bucket of cash unless someone else steps up. Anyone else? 201, but then 169 beats it. So 169 is back in the running. She's like, she is not going to be deterred. 169 going once. 130. 105. Whoa, no, but 121 drops in out of nowhere. 121 is now going home with a bucket of cash. 121 going once. 126. Oh, you sly dog, you. 121. He's sitting right next to you. 121. What? 107. You were so quiet earlier, but unfortunately 110 wants it. 110, 211, way in the back. Being very coy you are. 211 going 169. 169. I think you're going to end up losing money. I don't know. But 169 going once. 130. What? Oh, 130? 169 again. 169 going once. 169. I saw 169, but then I saw 130 after you. So 130 is now going home with it. 130 going once. 155. He just pulled it out like you're the card master. Right? Except, sorry, 155. 110 is going home with it. Bucket of cash for 110. 110 going once. 238 is going home with some cash. 238 going once. 238 going twice. Oh, so 211, unfortunately, then 130, no, 169. You are, 169 was the last one up. Last one, 169 is the last one up. 169 going once. 110. 110. 110 going once. 211. No, 211. 238 is now going home with the cash. 211's going back home with the cash. 211 going once. 211 going twice. 155. 155 going home with the cash. 155 going once. 155 going twice. 120. Oh, 238, sorry. 238. 238 going once. 238 going twice. Oh, I saw 155, but then 153 is going home with the cash. So 153. 153 going once. 153 going twice. 155. He is not. You like the new 169. 155. 155 going once. 155 going twice. 238. 104. 104 is now going home with the cash. 104 going once. 104 going twice. 238. Oh, 202. 202 is now going home with the cash. 202 going once. 202 going twice. 117. Oh, sorry, 117. Oh, all right, 188. Simon says 188's going home with the cash. 188 going once. 202 is now taking it from you. 188, sorry, 189 at your own table nonetheless. 189 going once. 189 going twice. 202, just silently putting it up there. Way to go, 202, like I've been here. 202 going once. 180 going once. 180 going twice. 173 drops in. Sorry, 188. 188 going once. 188 going twice. 189, again at your own table. 189 going, 188, that's what he said, 188 going once. 210 way in the back. 210 going once. 210 going twice. 202. 202 going once. 202 going twice. What is that number? 248 is now, boy, you gambled. You waited right till the very end, didn't you? 248. 248 going once. 248 going twice. So who's last? Oh, okay, so 210 is registered. 204 is registered, but unfortunately you lost out to 252, who's now getting the bucket of cash. 252 going once. 252 going twice. 204. Oh, 202. Do you get this feeling this is never going to end? Yes. 202 going once. 202 going twice. 211. Sorry, 180 beat you. 180 going once. 180 going twice. 211. No, 248. 248 going once. 211 going once. 211 going twice. 211 goes home with it. Oh, you were too slow, 202. You were too slow. So, the official box has $600 cold cash. So 148 is parked in row 3, stall 5. So you can bonk them over the head on the way out. Pardon? Oh yeah, you actually pay. It's $600 to get the key to get the money out. So sorry. So no, thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you to those of you who donated, and thank you for those who played.
I definitely think it's time to do some dancing. That was awesome. I think I've been doing this a few years with you guys, right? I think that was the best fundraising thing we have ever done since I've been aboard. That was awesome. Give you a round of applause out there. You guys are awesome. That was amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out number 104, Angie and Ernesto, and they're going to do a swing for us. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together right there for Angie and Ernesto.
Ah, yes. Well, looky here, what do we have? Another pretty thing ready for me to grab. But little does she know that I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, 'cause at the end of the night, it is her I'll be holding. I love you so, hey, that's what you'll say. You'll tell me, baby, please don't go away. But when I play, I never stay. So every girl that I meet, yeah, this is what I say. Run away, baby. The fire put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. Your poor little heart will end up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby. no, I just wanna work you, baby. Yo, see, I ain't tryna hurt you, baby. No, I just wanna work you, baby. If you scared, you better run. You better run. You better run. You better run. You better run, run away, baby. The fire put my spell on you. You better get away, darling, 'cause everything you heard is true. You're pouring a hole, putting up alone, 'cause Lord knows I'm a rolling stone. So you better run away, baby.
Woo! Angie and Ernesto, number 104. Oh my gosh, right here. Well done. Angie, it's like looking in a mirror. So, how scary was that at all? Okay, no. I'm going to keep asking long questions so that you can regain your breath. Yeah. Ernesto, what'd you think?
She did awesome. I'm really proud of her, all the hard work that she put in.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible. Well done. Can you talk yet? No. All right. Let's go to the judges. We'll start down here on this end.
That was just awesome to see. Go Pack Go. Just all your energy and the time that you spent putting that together. Just really impressive, and I loved your energy.
So, go ahead. Yeah, that deserves a clap. Amazing energy, but I have to comment. So you've got definitely not only the flips that everybody can see, but the triple steps and the basic part of the swing dance. I have to appreciate that you added that in. You know, the fun and audience engagement pieces to take some time out and make sure everybody else is having a great time. Your energy is fabulous. Your chemistry with your partner and the amount of trust it takes to do what you just did is congratulations.
That was awesome. You were definitely in your element. I feel like the shed was like, this was really cool. Like, you're like, yeah, I want this knee to the floor. And you're like, oh, now I gotta reach the floor, and I got my footwork, and everything else I gotta do. And so you did awesome. You embraced the whole entire thing. The two of you watching you dance together was really cool. You pushed him. I love that. That's really cool. I've never seen you dance like that before. That was really cool. Like, I got to see it. Yeah. So awesome. Good job, Maddie. That was great.
Angie and Ernesto, number 104. Vote early and often. And we'll say this later, but can we give it up for all the Fred Astaire professionals who are making this so amazing? Thank you all for your talents. Jim, what do we have next?
All right. Hey, how you doing? I got to tell you, this is awesome. I'm listening in to the production at the same time, and it's amazingly distracting. I love it. Next up, number 100. Put your hands together right there for Dawn and Yerk doing a cha-cha.
Oh, she may be weary, and young girls, they do get wearied, wearing that same old shaggy dress. Yeah. But when she gets weary, try a little tenderness. It's not just sentimental, no. She has her grief and care. But the soft words, they are spoke so gentle, makes it easier to bear. Oh, now you won't regret it, no. oh so easy, oh so easy. All you got to do is try a little tenderness. Hey, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Do all you got to do. You got to squeeze her, don't tease her, never leave her. Got no what now, try a little tenderness.
Couple number 100, Dawn and Yerrick. Come join me over here. Well done. So I'm loving the 1920s to 2020 nod. Awesome. And then we had the 1980s robot thing. So you've really captured everything that this whole competition's about. Well done. So tell me your favorite part about doing this kind of a number together.
The robot.
Really can't beat the robot.
I requested it, and he obliged.
Yerrick, well done to play to your strengths and your partners. Awesome job. Let's see what the judges have to say about this, starting with Ariel.
Finally, some comedy. Comedy always wins. It's really, really cool. I love that you added that into your routine because it can very easily go different directions with this routine. Very serious and very like la, and then you were like, let's do the robot because why the heck not? Because we're here, let's have a lot of fun. And so that was really, really cool. I love when you were singing the words to the song. That was really neat. It's hard coming from a routine that we just saw. It's hard to be the next one up because you're like, oh, wow. And then you came out and you were like, I'm going to love this. And you did. And that was really, really great to see. So congratulations.
I would say great energy. You really felt like, or at least I felt like you were really feeling the music and working off of your partner, and he was having a great time, and you were too. Hallelujah to the rhythm, people. That's my passion. Great expression and audience engagement. And I have to acknowledge the drop at the end of the routine. So congratulations.
And I would just add, you were both so enjoyable to watch. And I think the crowd did a better job of judging than we did with all the oohs and the ahs. So I think that speaks for itself.
Thank you so much for rooting for number 100, Dawn and Yerrick. Before I throw it back to Jim, I just have to say you missed the whole, we had Rolly and Patrick singing that entire number. I'm glad you didn't have to suffer through that like I did. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Rolly.
All right, now we're going to change gears again. We're going to have our second tribute dance team go. They are here tonight to support organ donation. So if you would like to support them, you can donate to number 106. So please give a warm, warm round of applause to Rachel Taylor and Nakia Julian, who will be doing a tribute dance. I'll see you again.
Oh
I'm going to hug you both because that was amazing. And the nod to the heart, I'm sorry, I was choked up again. I'm going to talk to both of you. How did that feel for you?
I feel great.
You look great, and that was amazing. And the fact that you are alive, and you're alive because of all the gift of life given to everyone. How did it feel for you?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was truly amazing. And I can say through the years, there are fewer things that have ever struck me personally, and I would imagine a room, than to see the two of you out there dancing with a shared heart. That was amazing. And you're not going anywhere because we have a little something for you. All right? Cindy, do you want to come out again? These are awards. These barely touch what you two represent in the world of love and life and giving and sharing. But hopefully you can put these things on your shelves and remember what it was that brought you here and why it is that your story is so important for everyone else out there. Thank you. Applause.
It is a privilege to be here tonight sharing this evening with all of you, and especially these remarkable dancers. Next, we're going to have a wonderful performance from our Fred Astaire professionals. Since 2011, Fred Astaire has partnered with the National Kidney Foundation of Wisconsin to support organ tissue and eye donation. And we thank you to FADS. There will be two couples who will do 4 performances. We'll have pro dancers number 1, Ernie Olivas and Megan Strong, and pro dancers number 2, Zachary Pohl, and one of our judges, Ariel Freilich. Let's give them some applause.
Patrick, before we go live with them, I have been told to remind everyone that the People's Choice voting closes in 5 minutes. People's Choice voting closes in 5 minutes, so if there's someone that you want to vote for, you have 5 minutes to still tally your vote.
So our last team, I forgot to say the number, 106, Rachel and Nakia, 106. All right, let's see those Fred Astaire dancers.
Just shoot for the stars if it feels right, and aim for my heart. If you feel like it, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave. And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you with them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. Maybe it's hard when you feel like you're broken and scarred. Nothing feels right, but when you're with me, I'll make you believe that I've got the key. So get in the car, you can ride it wherever you want. Get inside it, and you wanna steer, but I'm shifting gears. I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ernie and Megan. Now we got Zach and Ariel.
Your blood like a winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way, and if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Now I'm still standing after all this time, I'm picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Moses lever lenggapui ja kylmä lumi. Öpeä
Hello? There it is. How about another round of applause? That was absolutely amazing. I know in our mind we all feel that we can do that. At least I can. I don't know. I think at this point we are going to be announcing the award winners. Is that correct? No. Oh, here they come. Oh. Brrrr. That was a cat. That was a cat. It was supposed to be a drum roll, but it was just a very content cat. Here they come. All right. Yes, they're from the porch of Funkenwangle's porch in a sealed mayonnaise jar. Comes the one guy got that. Thank you. All right. Are we still tabulating, or do we know? We know. All right. I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Graham. Oh, yeah, the little button.
All right, let's start with why were we here tonight? We were here to raise money, right?
Okay, hang on. So I'm going to stop you. I'm going to bring in all of the dancers. If we can bring in all of the dancers. They were all sitting at the bar. I just want you to know. Big round of applause. Well done, everyone. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. All right, now you can announce the awards.
All right, so we were here tonight to raise money, right?
Right.
So, having been the People's Choice Award winner last year, it is my great honor and privilege to announce raising $7,428 for transplant patient programs, Heidi Prodal. And I have to say, for all of you in the room who haven't been a dancer and don't know what it's like, not only are you taking lessons, but you're also out there trying to raise funds at the same time. Heidi, fabulous job. Thank you so much.
Okay, before we give the Heart and Soul Award, I think that we are going to do the participation awards. Yes, because we're supposed to acknowledge the fact that all of you actually danced before we actually give superlative awards, and that is my apology to that. So, as a special thank you and a debt of gratitude to everything that you did, and you made all of our nights a bit warmer on this cold winter evening, you all get the prestigious Participation Award. Thank you so much. And again, you should display those proudly. Shelves, dashboard of your car, around your neck. Do whatever you need to do.
How about hood ornament?
A hood ornament actually would be awesome. That does look like a hood ornament.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't think you'll be able to fly with that, though. There it is. Yes? Oh, Coach Elise. Where's Coach Elise? She needs to come down here for her award. Coach Elise. Here she comes. I saw Coach Elise dancing during the tribute dance, and I actually felt that I knew the whole dance just by watching you. Big round of applause again. Nice. Okay, so now I will turn it over to Veronica for the Heart and Soul Award. Sorry about that.
Before I announce the Heart and Soul Award, I commend all the dancers tonight. It takes heart and soul just to be out there. But the winner of tonight's Heart and Soul Award goes to Heidi Prodell.
2 awards! 2 awards! 2 awards! 2! There we go. Wow. All right, that was amazing, Heidi. Congratulations. You're going to need a special suitcase to take home all your hardware. Okay, for the second runner-up award, I turn it over to David Stedman. Where's David? Right here. Come on up, David. From Lions Eye Bank of Wisconsin, transporter and volunteer to present, also former dancer. And his wife is a recipient. He's a donor. It's amazing. You are a triple, quadruple threat.
Our second runner-up is Devin Prelip. And our first runner-up is Angie Giordini.
All right, and now to announce our champion for this evening's Spotlight on Life, we welcome back to the stage Cindy Huber. Cindy, come on up. Cindy has just been handed the tabulation for the winner. I have? Yeah, here it is. Oh. There it is. I just showed it to her. It's all right, Cindy.
I want you to hand it to me.
Okay, I'm going to formally, Cindy. Here you go. Here's the winner of tonight's dance competition.
Wait, I have to fold it up like the Academy Awards. Could I have just a little bit of a drum roll on the tables here? All right, stop. Can I have a drum roll again? Stop. Wow, this is pretty neat when you're up here. Chief Drum Roller, I am happy to announce that this person might need to take a U-Haul truck home. And the new 2020 Spotlight on Life champion is Heidi. And before I turn it back to whoever those three musketeers are, let me also have you give a round of applause to a woman that I feel like I've met, but I didn't ever meet, and that's Heidi's mom, who was an amazing cheerleader. And throughout all the calls that of votes coming in before the event, I feel like I was part of that family. So let's give applause for all caregivers. All caregivers. And again, as I said, the National Kidney Foundation started with volunteers, medical professionals, family members, and patients coming together and caring individuals. Back in 1968, when there were only 10 dialysis units in the entire state of Wisconsin, corporate volunteers and others actually transported dialysis machines to different locations so patients' lives could be saved. And so volunteers make our world go around. It makes our organization stronger. And the 3 volunteers that deserve your applause also tonight are our amazing, amazing MCs. Won't you join me in thanking them?
So, on behalf of our wonderful judges, our wonderful dancers, our Fred Astaire professionals, Dottie, Mary Pat, Cindy, and all the volunteers, thank you all for coming, and let's party. Jim, let's do it.
There's dessert and coffee in the foyer. Jim is gonna spin some tunes, so please stay. Dancers, please, let's get some pictures, if you will, out at the Step and Repeat. Dancers, let's get some pictures. Enjoy, everyone. Thanks for coming.